Hi everyone! So today I'm going to share with you guys how I put together my embellishment box, but when I make the top a shaker. So you guys have seen where I haul those packages from Hobby Lobby. So this is one of the papers from there. And then from another kit, these are the stickers. So I think I'm going to use this little scooter right here. And then I have my tool. This was from Christmas. But I mean, it's just gold tool, so I'm gonna use this. And then here is my shaker, or I'm not, sorry, my sequence that I have been loving from Hobby Lobby. And then these are also from Hobby Lobby that I got in clearance last year, so I'm gonna use those as well. So all we are going to do is, oh, and we also need a pen. So what we are going to do is we are going to line up our box. So I take mine all the way to the edge. Let me zoom you guys in just a smidge. So I put my box on the edge right here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and trace it. So then we can cut it out. So you see now I don't have the cut. Oh, there we go. So now you can see that it's on the edge here and on the edge here. So I'm not going to have to cut that. And I'm just going to trace and cut right here on those edges. So let me make sure it is all lined up. It is. I'm going to take my pen right here and just go ahead and go around the edge. And that's it. So you can see here is our line. See, we are, oh, it didn't cut through. I could kind of see it right there, but that's fine. So we are just going to go ahead and cut this now. So here are my scissors. And we are just going to cut on our line. There we go. So this is going to be now our cover of our lid right here. So then I take it over to my box. Now when you go around the edge of your box, it does come out a little bit wider than the box. So you can see it's bigger right here. So what I do is, because I don't like it a little bit bigger, but I'd rather cut it too big than too small. So I'll just go ahead, kind of hold it together like this. And now I can kind of see, like, okay, I'm just going to cut here. And let me make that straight. There we go there. And I'm going to need to come down a smidge right here. There we go. And here we go. So there is our paper right there. So then we're going to go ahead and take our tool. We just need to figure out about how much we need. So you want to cut your tool just slightly bigger, because we are going to be gluing this behind the paper. So give yourself at least 1/2 inch all the way around. And then now we need our glue gun. So mine is heating up in the other room. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and go and grab my hot glue gun, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I have my hot glue gun here, and then you're also going to need something to protect your finger for when you're pushing down the tool. So if you have like a silicone spatula, that'll work just fine. If you have one of these finger guards, definitely use that so you don't burn yourself. So now what we're going to do is, we have our piece of tool that we cut. Here's our cover. So we are going to go ahead and start gluing. So just, I put my tool down right here, put my paper on top, put some glue on the edge, and then just bring that up and over. And just kind of like smoosh it down. So I want my glue to be as flat as possible because I don't want it to be like really thick and raised. And then on this side, you can see how it's a little bit, it's more like an inch right here. And I told you I want like a ½ an inch all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut some of that off. There we go. And then just go ahead and lay down some more glue here. And we're just going to bring the tool on over again. So we're now making like a little pocket here. Then we're going to put glue on this other side right here. Obviously it's too long again right there, so I'm going to cut some of that off. Then just add some glue. Just go ahead and tuck that on over. So now we have our pocket here on top, and this is where we're going to add our sequins. So you see like we have this little like hangy bit, but it's all glued right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut that little piece off. Or if you want to be more comfortable, you can go ahead and glue this up. So I'll show you. Just add a little smidge of glue right there and just glue that piece to tuck it up into the back. No big deal. There we go. Because this is the back. You're not even going to see this. So the back doesn't really matter on what it looks like. So we need to add our sequins. Because now that we have a pocket, see, it's completely glued right here and sealed. Completely sealed. And you do want to kind of rub your finger through to make sure that you sealed it all the way around. And we are good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some of the stars. Because that's going to be like the main sequence that I want in my pocket. So just take a few of the stars here, slide it on in. You just kind of eyeball like about how much you want. Since this is like a smaller one, I think that will be fine. And then I want to add some of the pink. That's good. And some more gold. You can never have too much gold. There we go. And then I'm going to add in some blue. So I kind of took all the colors from the stars. So it has gold, pink, and blue. And then I just got that in my sequins. And then because I wanted different sizes. So these are smaller and then these are larger. But you do it however you like. There is no wrong answer to crafting. Everything works. So let's take a smidge more in there. So I think that's good because we're still going to add our sticker up here of the little scooter. So we'll put those off to the side. Oh, look, I got one little star right here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. And where's my little finger guard here? Let me grab that. So this glue gun is from Monvic. They did send me this glue gun, but you guys, I still use it all the time. I love it. So you can see I plug it in to preheat it, and then it'll last me about 15 to 20 minutes working time, depending on how long I left it plugged in to like heat up. So you can still use it while it's plugged in, but because I don't have like an accessible outlet in this room, I love that I can bring it over here and it's no problem. It'll give me like 20 minutes working time. So that's really nice. So now we're just going to throw some glue on the back. We're going to do the same thing, just bring our tool on down. Like I said, I smushed out my glue because I don't want it to be like super thick and bulky when we go ahead and add it to the box. So the back is not cute. It's not cute at all, but because we cover it, I'm not really too worried about it at all. So now we have our little cover here. That's going to go on top of our box right here. See? It's going to be super cute. And then there's like this little bit right here that I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to cut that part off. Let's see. Like there's a little extra bit right here. So we could just cut that off. Like I said, I don't like mine to be like really thick and bulky. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and glue it on to our cover. So this is where it opens. So I'm going to call this the top and this the bottom. So I want to make sure all my sequence is towards the bottom because I'm going to stick my scooter. Let me get my scooter out. So I want to see how it's going to look. I don't know if I want to put my scooter or put my little kissy kissy. I don't know. Kind of like my little like kissy kissy right here, or maybe the perfume. That's too big. I'm gonna go with my scooter. So let's go ahead and glue this down. So when I glue my lids on or my tops on, I just put a little bit of glue down first just to get it and make sure that I get it lined up the way that I like. So I'll just hold it there for a sec to make sure it's lined up how I want it to be. And then just carefully pull it back a little bit. Then I'll get my glue gun in here. And then just put the rest down. So I just do that a little bit at first just so I know that it's lined up the way I want, instead of putting all the glue down all at one time. So there we go. And I got to kind of shake the sequence around a little bit because I got to get my little scooter up on here. Maybe I'll shake it up. Let's see. Let's check it out. So since I'm going to put my scooter about there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue down this part first. And then I'm going to shake it around to move the sequence again because I don't want to glue the sequence down. So let's see. This takes a little bit of work to get everything the way you want. Like where all you want the sequence. See, so I wanted to get some down over here. So I kind of just like push it around till I get everything where I want. Kind of spread out evenly. So there I have some sequence over here. I got some down below. I got some over here in the corner. Some over here on top. Now the only bad thing about the stars is that they do get stuck in the tool. But there's nothing I can really do about that. The little corners, you know, get stuck. Okay, I think that's good. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue down the other part. There we go. So now we got my little scooter there. And I think I want to put maybe like a flower. Oopsie, knocked that over. I want to do 2 flowers, 1 flower. Let's see. Yellow flower. Like, see, crafting is not easy because I gotta like play with it and see which one I like better. I think I'm gonna go with that little pink one. So again, I'm gonna kind of move this sequence out of that little corner where I want to glue. And go ahead and put this there. So there we go. So now we have our little shaker lid. So for the inside, like I said, I cover the inside so that way you don't see all this like ugliness. So we're just going to do the exact same thing that we did earlier. So I guess we could have cut out both pieces at the same time. So I'm just going to line this up again. Where's my pen? Trace the box. Cut that out. You can use 2 different papers, like one for the outside, one for the inside. I have done that before. But for this one, I'm just going to use the same paper. Like, I think this paper is gorgeous. It's so pretty. With all that, like, prettiness. And then, see, it's a little too big. So we're just going to have to trim down the edge to make it fit. So just cut little pieces off every time. Because like I said, we rather have it be too big than too small. Because once it gets too small, it's a little harder to fix. And you'll probably just have to get another piece of paper and start over. So we're just cutting a little smidge off. Still just a little bit too big. I'm like, can you see like how, like, look at how small I'm cutting. I'm just cutting off like barely anything. Because like I said, I don't want to cut too much off. And that looks good there. So, now do I want it this way or do I want it to go this way? I like that way better. So we are going to go ahead and do the same thing. I just put a little bit down of glue. So that way I can go ahead and just line it up the way that I want. Okay. That looks good. And then now I go ahead and I go in and I put a lot more glue in. Just smush it all down. So there we go, guys. Super simple. You can do this with any size box. The steps are going to be the exact same way. This one is a lot smaller, but you could do this with any size box that you have. You just trace the outside, cut it, glue some tulle. That's pretty much it. So like I said, you could use any size box. It's going to be the exact same steps. So sorry for blinding you guys with these sequins. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you guys have any more requests for anything that I make that you're curious on how I make it, also leave it down in the comments and let me know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're having a wonderful day and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.